Hello everybody, it's your boy Muse, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different because I already kind of decided what my Neverness to Everness challenge is gonna be, but we can't skip the order here, so we're gonna go ahead and do a tier list that will decide my future anyways. I got tired of waiting for someone to update the other NTE tier list, so I just went ahead and made my own. You guys can use it if you like. If you're all watching the video, well, here's the news, everyone. There's an NTE tier maker list that you can use. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, we're going to put the MCs in would like, because I would like to play with them, alright? Everyone who goes over the MC are people that I would think about the challenge for, okay? And then, I mean, everyone under, who gives a damn, you know? Anyways, let's move on. So first we have the little Oni kid. No, I don't care. Then we have the little vampire girl. And if y'all saw my reaction to the trailer, to the CBT trailer, you already know she's a must pull. I absolutely have to have her. Absolutely. Next, Mint. Mint. The first trailer was an absolutely have to have, right? But I would just love to have Mint, okay? Because I already know Mint is going to be the first couple 4 stars that are easily going to get power crept and pushed to the side. So making my account around Mint doesn't make any sense. I already did it with Billy. I want to get Billy off the bench so much for Zenless Zone. I mean, physical meta is coming, so he's gonna get off the bench, and Yuzuha might help him. Please. Anyways, moving on. Next, we have the Angel Girl, and I'm not gonna lie. Once again, this is another character that I absolutely had to have. But after seeing this trailer, I just love her. She's cool, people. She's cool. But there is someone else in this trailer that is a must pull. All right. This one right here. It's not an absolute no. It's all right. Maybe, I don't know. This Raiden Shogun chick right here. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad to have her. It'd be nice. This chick right here is a no for me. I just can't seem to care. I almost want to push you down because if she's a no. Now, this woman right here is an absolute must-have. I almost want to put her here, but I want my vampire girl. But I want her, but I want my vampire girl. I'm just gonna... which one would I be more mad at not having? People, they're equal. They are equal to me. Just remember that, okay? The order doesn't matter here. I need them both. Different reasons. With one, it's like a favorite daughter type deal, but with her, it's just like, no. Absolutely must have her. Alright, next we have this chick, and not over Angel Girl. I like the Angel Girl more, but she's cool. I love the little arise she does. Next we have this chick, and once again, but does she beat Raiden Shogun? No. Once again, she's nice. She's nice. I wouldn't mind having her. Listen, people. There was a chick in the first trailer that I absolutely had to have. And I think she got swapped out or updated to look like this. And I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm a little upset. Next we have Updated Sunday. I would pull for Updated Sunday over her. I'm so mad. You guys don't understand. Maybe I'll pull up a picture of how she used to look, but I miss her already. Then we got this blonde chick, and I'm not mad at it, right? I'm not. Would I want her over Raiden Shogun? I don't know. Her details are defined. Well, she's just a Raiden Shogun clone, you know? We'll leave it here. And then as for this cat girl, I don't care. Alright? So, this is how my list looks currently. So, the way I would go about deciding what kind of challenge I would do is I would look at everyone over the MC. I look at my must pulls, I look at the loved characters. Now the must pulls are what matter most. I need to find a feature between the must pulls and my loved characters, but really the must pulls, that everyone here has. I almost want to say highlights. But then again, I think too many characters have highlights in this game. Like, she has highlights, she has highlights. I think that's a highlight right there. And the MC does not, so they would be kicked out of this challenge. And then I believe everyone here, I don't think that's a highlight. I think that's just lighting. But like I already told you guys, I have already decided my challenge. So let me go ahead and save this and show you what my challenge will be.
A few moments later.
That's right, everybody. Just by the wording alone, you should all know what kind of challenge I'm doing here. So, I've decided for this game I want to do a Ruby challenge, which means I have to choose characters, or I can only pull for characters who, now, this was going to be the hard thing, because I went through a lot of gacha games to see, okay, if I did a Ruby challenge for these games, how would it go? And it came down to having to decide whether I wanted their hair or their clothes to be the colors of the Ruby characters, right? But I think for this game, I'm gonna have to go with likeness, and you're just gonna have to trust that I'm not cheating out here, alright? So, I mean, when it comes to Ananta, I'm gonna go with hair color, but when it comes to this game, I'm going with likeness. Now, rules are obvious. Red, white, black, yellow. However, there's going to be one exception here, and that's going to be in the black spot, Blake. Any cat girl counts when it comes to Blake's spot, along with black clothing, black hair, majority black on, right? Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and go with the tier list. So as we can see, MC would, MC would clearly be in a white spot. Alright, so would this little demon girl here. She got the red clothing, so she could go Ruby spot, but in likeness, Weiss. Next, we got our little vampire girl here. She got the red clothing, she got dark hair on one side, and a little pink highlight. Ruby had the dark hair with the reddish highlights, or brownish highlights. Next, we have Mint, and Mint is a cat girl, so bam, she would go into Blake. Angel Woman would be, I'm gonna put her up here, would be a white spot. She don't count, she don't count, she don't count, Blake. Now what would we put ahead here? The cat girls or women in black clothing? I'm gonna go ahead with women in black clothing since the cat girls are the exception. Then, once again, we got a Blake spot right here. She don't count. Now, her clothes does say she's a Blake spot. And I don't know if she's blonde enough to be a Yang spot. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip her. I think he does in fact have white hair. But due to the lighting, I'm going to go ahead and skip him too. We do have one Yang spot. And then, once again, cat girl, black clothing too. So I think, yeah, Mint also has black clothing. So she would go in the Blake spot. Now, when it comes to this game, I'm not gonna wish for every single person who can go in these slots. Because my other games, I tend to go for everybody who goes for the challenge. But I think when it comes to this game, I can chill out on that a little bit. And it looks like we have a fair number of people here because these are these 3 are 4 stars. This one is free. So really, we're only going after what seems to be 4 to 5 limited people out of 11. Well, I think she's also a 4 star, so 10. Not bad for an opening roster. I do want to... The only thing about this challenge is I'd rather play a more selective challenge, but in order for me to play vampire and witch over here, this felt like the best option. Either that or I'd have to play raven hair only. But yeah, like I said, I want to be able to have my favorites while also being able to play my MC, right? And it looks like the only ones I'm losing out on, well, nobody. No, I think I got to have every single person I actually liked in this game. And then we have some additions. I don't care for her, but she is allowed to be leveled up in my game. Don't care for her, but she's allowed to be leveled up in my game. And we only have one Yang option. That's nice. So yeah. That's all I have for today, everybody. I am glad that when NTE drops, I have a challenge ready to go. It took me months to think of Arknights Enfield's challenge. When I tell you, that was an agonizing process, but I finally have it. But that's enough for today. Thanks for watching. I don't get too many visitors, so I appreciate the people who show up. Good night.
See you later, too.